fight late. Obviously, you get the result you wanted, shorthanded tonight.
Yeah, I loved our team's fight. You know, I think it was 6 minutes to go in the game, 11-point game. These guys just continued to battle. Our bench was in it for them. Those guys that we talk about staying ready when your number's called, and you know, guys like Jet Howard, guys like Jace, guys like Noah, those guys stepped up. They stepped into their role and accepted whatever was asked of them tonight, and they did it, you know, wholeheartedly.
I know you're not one for excuses, but third game in 4 nights, long travel last night. How much was fatigue a factor based on what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, there was moments of it, but at the end of the day, we've got a job to do, and we're not going to make excuses for whatever happens on that court. And I think we got to make sure that we continue to stay ready, which those guys at the end of the game, I think they did a tremendous job of battling and fighting and showing exactly what we know we're capable of doing, and that they'll be ready when their numbers are called.
When did you learn that Goga wasn't going to fail tonight? What happened?
Yeah, his ankle. He went through shooting slot. Said it was still bothering him. Then he went through, you know, the warm up, and then still was nagging him a little bit. Thought it would heal up a little bit, but right before just that warm up, you know, pregame, it wasn't right, and that was the moment that we kind of had to let him know. We let him know that it's probably not right to go. And so in these moments, I think, you know, this is where, you know, Orlando being here, ready to go, being able to step in, and, you know, just those guys being ready to step into the moment. I just keep saying it over and over again. They were ready for their moment. They stepped in and they played how we need them to play, how hard they played, and they never quit.
For Jed to have a game like that with 30 points, what can that just do for him moving forward?
Well, it just says, you know, you're constantly ready. You just stay ready to get yourself in the game, and when you get in, you know what you're capable of doing. And I think those guys were, you know, supporting him. He's trying to make the right play, trying to attack the basket. You know, they had their guys out there that entire time, and our guys did a heck of a job of competing and, you know, fighting to the end.
What did you see from both Jace and Noah?
You know, I really was happy with their competitive stamina. I think they got in the game and just tried to make the right plays. Their aggression, I really loved that. Their ability to try to attack, get downhill, space the floor, make the right play. Defensively, constantly battling and fighting. And there's obviously things we're going to clean up. But at the end of the day, it is not because of the lack of their care factor and heart to get out there and play.
Do you feel like the G League stint that Noah just had really helped with his confidence to go along with his overall performance in the game?
I do. I think it gave him a sense and a feel for, you know, what was going on in the game. And, you know, the G is obviously a lot faster pace, but even in this game tonight, the way that they were getting up with the small ball, I think it gave him a glimpse of, you know, what he's seen down there, but also being able to come here and do it.
What do you take away from this game where you know you're missing 3 starters, a couple guys off the bench, but yeah, you still have to come out and play?
Depth and defense. You know, I think we have to do a better job. We gave up, you know, 48 in that second quarter. I think that's what we got to continue to harp on is our defensive standard. But then the ability that we have depth for this team, that you can call on anybody's number at any given time and they're ready to play for you. Because it's a long season. You know, 82 games plus is a grind for a lot of these guys. So knowing that you have somebody that you can look over there and step in and be ready to go, that's what you take from a game like this.
That's good.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.